Hey folks, in today's short video, I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips that you can use and implement in your life to deal with criticism. None of us like being criticized. It can be hurtful and it can be painful, especially when it comes from those that you love, but also when it comes from those that you have no idea, that you don't know. Criticism is when someone is directing attention at you, towards you, often in a negative way. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it is so not based on reality. But anytime you put yourself out there in the world, you put your creativity, your art, your book, your love, a piece of your authentic nature out there in the world for people to see, realize key number 1, you set yourself up to be criticized. So recognize key number 1 is simply this. Whenever you're up to anything great, whenever you're up to anything unique, whenever you're up to anything, big, you are likely to be criticized. You will be criticized. It is inevitable. So it's important in the first key to simply make peace with the fact that you will be criticized. Jesus was criticized. Bruce Lee was criticized. Buddha was criticized. Mother Teresa, Mandela, anyone that did anything was criticized. Chances are, if you are a leader, you're going to be criticized when everyone's going to like you, right? If everyone likes you and if you put yourself out there and no one criticizes you, chances are you're actually playing it safe. Chances are you're probably holding a part of you back. So make peace with the fact that you're going to be criticized. Just surrender to it, make peace with it, own it, embrace it. It's the part of the nature of being authentic. It's okay. Key number 2 I want you to think about. When people criticize you, it's really not personal. Understand that. It really isn't personal. People see you based on their current level of consciousness that is determined by their conditioning. Many times, people don't really see you. They only see aspects of you and they project onto you based on who they are. So their criticism, their judgment, their perception of you reveals more about themselves than it does about you, my friend. And so people are projecting, and people's projections aren't necessarily reality. So do not take their criticism personally. Many times we take the criticism personally and we fall apart, we fall down, we get bent out of shape, we get hurt, and often, sadly, many of us that may have so many incredible gifts to give, we hide our gifts because we're hurt. We hide our gifts because someone criticized us, or someone trampled on our gift or your voice from a very young age. Recognize it's not personal. It reveals more about them than it does about you. Many times it's easier for people to sit in an armchair and look at you and judge you than put themselves out on the line, on the field of life themselves. One of my rules of life became, as I started to become successful, was to never criticize someone who was doing anything in the world of any significance. Doesn't matter if I didn't agree with it, I refused to judge, gossip, or criticize. Because what it takes, the courage it takes to be who you are, whether you agree with who someone's being or not, the courage it takes to put your heart and yourself and your truth out there in the world, it's tremendous. So I really started to acknowledge those that put themselves out there. So don't take it personally, folks. When people criticize you, maybe, because recognize if you speak or you write a book, if 1,000 people read it, you're going to have 1,000 opinions. And everyone's going to think differently, okay? So make peace with that. And also, if someone is criticizing you, don't take it personally, but sometimes it can be helpful to check yourself and take a step back. Ask yourself, why are you reacting? Why do you feel so reactive? If you're having a reaction, you're getting triggered, you're getting upset, your blood is boiling, maybe there's something in what they've said that has some truth, which is why you're feeling this reaction. So it's always good to take their criticism not as reality, just as feedback. See what you can learn from what they're saying. See if there's anything in what they're saying that is valuable. Use it, throw away the rest. The last key to dealing with criticism is recognizing that you do not have to defend yourself, apologize, justify, apologize for who you are. You are who you are. So I think that sometimes facing criticism can be an amazing gift and tool to deepen your own relaxation and owning and knowing of yourself. If you get caught up in being right, defending your ego, then attacking back. So don't attack back and try and prove and fight and show and be right about who you are and your decision and your opinion. If you felt to do something, if you felt to express something, if you felt to create something, trust that authentic calling. Attacking and fighting and defending and proving only robs you of energy and just brings you down to the same level with the person that might have been attacking you or criticizing you in the first place, right? So recognize there's nothing to defend. The best response when someone attacks you, judges you, or criticizes you, best response is to check yourself. Feel, is what you're putting out your best? Feel if what you're putting out into the world, whether it's a piece of art, a video, a creative endeavor, is it your most authentic truth? If it's not, check yourself, dig deeper, restructure, put out something, and use that criticism to put out something even more authentic. Yes? Use criticism as a gift. As a gift to you to dig deeper within yourself and come and pull out something even more authentic than before. And so the best response to someone's criticism is to focus on your work. Let your work, let your life, let the reality of who you are and how you're living and how you relate to those around you over time, let your work and your art and your truth and how you live your life be your response. Because the reality is, you can't argue with truth. You can't argue with integrity. You can't argue with authenticity. You can't argue with results. And don't let someone who has never done what you want to do and their criticism of you, especially if they have never done what you want to do and they've never walked in your shoes, don't let them hijack your vision, your dream, and your determination. Folks, remember these 3 keys, implement them in your life. For more inspirational videos and to stay in touch with me, definitely make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also go to my website, Blackson.com, enter your name and email to receive some amazing free gifts. Can't wait to connect with you soon. Love now.